The history here is simple. We play as Wayne, and he wants to kill Gibby, the Moon King. The story begins with Wayne in his house. The first thing I do is interact with everything I see. Doing this, I get a magic spell with a weird name that's just healing, and I find a warm hot dog in the toilet. Leaving the house, I find a weird dude telling me about a city that changes its name every time he speaks. I decide to leave him alone and visit the city. There, I find dynamite lying around some insects that make cow noises. Anyway, I go to the back to find a new area and enemies that just send me to the afterlife. I explore there for a bit, build a civilization of sand, use my dynamite on a cave that every item in this game suffers from inflation, and nobody says anything that makes sense, except this guy telling me I stink. I return to the back of the city, this time avoiding battles, and I find a guy in a tent. He tells me he spent his life searching for a paper cup and offers me to sleep in his tent to see the location of the cup. I do as he says, and after dying a few times, I find the location and get the paper cup. I give him the paper cup, and Didusmoln, aka Didus, joins the party. With the help of Didus, I spend some time killing enemies to get money and meat to buy new items and increase flesh. I got bored, so I went down on the map and found a new area and new enemies, which at this point just get one shot by Didus. I notice something in the middle, and it sends me to another world. After walking for some time, I find a terminal that sends me to Samsnosa's house. He tells me he lost his gauntlets in his basement, so we go to get the gauntlets and find out that the place is infested with flesh skulls that insta-kill me. But nothing that some deaths can't fix. I get the gauntlets for him, and Sams is officially part of the team. We make our way to this building that I tried before without Sams, but we almost got killed by the first guard. With Sam's help, we kill this thing and open the gate to explore new islands. In the first place we visit, there's nothing except this guy, this button, and this lever. Talking to him, he only tells me two things: do not push the button or pull the lever. What do you think I am? A mindless being that keeps pushing a button just for a silly sound? It's kind of sad for Didus that he spent his entire life searching for a paper cup, and this random guy just had it lying around. Also, I really tried pulling the lever, but he just kept preventing me from doing it. While I was verifying the items he gave me, I found out that Sams is actually a woman. Just wanted to point that out. Anyway, in the second place we explore, there are lots of tombs and hidden stairs under some of them. The game gave me a map showing the location of each stair, but I completely ignored it and just ran around, opening each and every tomb I saw while avoiding the enemies, which I totally didn't die to. Trust me. After activating what I had to, a door opens to a new place. Nothing here was difficult except this guy that kept multiplying himself and was almost invincible, so I had to spend everything to kill him. And there were these statues that were like the flesh skulls from earlier, but faster and slightly stupider. Oh, I forgot to mention, but Pongorma joined the team. I went to his house, beat him, and he joined. Everyone say hi to Pong. So, we all got into this giant building, and they tell me to talk to Clawman to enter the lab. So, we just killed him and entered the lab. After pressing random buttons and pulling levers, we find out that the lab is a money machine. After stealing all the money from the lab, I bought 5 spaceship keys from the hot dog seller like a normal person and drove to the moon. There, a guard stops us, and Wayne says something to the effect of, "No, you," and starts murdering everyone in his way. We keep going until we find something on the floor saying, "Turn back, it's terribly powerful." But Wayne is too deep in this path to turn back. And so, we meet Gibby, the Moon King. "You dare approach me? My creatures will calm your arts until you beg me to deceive. Now, work thine pneumatic vessel. It is the last time you will." I didn't understand a thing he said, but I felt that. He is a hard boss because of the effects of confusion and poison he keeps applying to our allies, but that can be avoided with magic. He also has a lot of health, so the best way to deal damage to him is by using poison and Pong's special attack that deals 25% of his HP as damage. So, the strategy one used to beat him was, Wayne protects and Pong attacks, while Didus and Sam support them. After beating him, Wayne and the rest finally reached level 63, or whatever that means. So I am defeated. Wayne, I'm sorry about everything. By the way, I set this moon to explode when I die. Say your prayer, and rock your prisons, kind of like science pain. I wonder what will happen if I pull it. Oh, look at that particularly interesting lever on the side of a not-so-suspicious body. I wonder what will happen if I pull it. This game gets 9 buttons of 10 levers.